One of the current crop of new young comedians breaks me up because he's got a hinge loose somewhere, which I think you have to be comic. You have to think funny and think ridiculous. His name's Steve Martin, of course. He'll be appearing at the Exit in Nashville, Tennessee, and on the 12th of this month, 12th and 13th of October, and at the Cellar Door in Washington, D.C., October the 16th through the 19th. Would you welcome, please, Steve Martin?
Well, thank you very much. Got a lot of people here. How many people are here tonight? Just out of curiosity, raise them up. Okay, well, we're going to... One other question before we start. How many people do not enjoy raising their hand? This is just a curious thing for me. If you do not enjoy it... Okay, let's get going now. Oh, one thing before I start. I don't like to plug things on the show, but I recorded an album a couple of months ago, and 2 days from tonight, that will be this coming Thursday, we're going to erase it. So, okay. That's right. Professional comedian, can't trust a thing I say. Oh, my shoelace is untied. Oh, I love playing jokes on myself. All right. Okay, let's get moving now. We're gonna have some fun tonight, eh, folks? Oh, before I start, this is a dumb thing to talk about, but I gave my cat a bath the other day. And I'd always heard that you weren't supposed to give cats baths, you know? But my cat came home, and he was really dirty, and I decided to give him a bath, and it was great. If you have a cat, don't worry about it. They love it. He sat there, he enjoyed it. It was fun for me. The fur would stick to my tongue, but other than that, it was really great. So, all right. Here we go. You have to forgive me because whenever I tell that joke, I get kind of depressed. I shouldn't talk about this, but it was my old girlfriend's favorite joke, and you know, sometimes after this show, I'd come home. We were together about 3 years, and I'd come home and tell it to her, and she'd laugh, and I get kind of sentimental because she's not living anymore, and that's... And I guess I kind of blame myself for her death. I shot her. Okay, let's get going. Here we are. It's a Tonight Show. You're expecting to see a professional show. That's what I'm here to do. Professional comedy. Let's get going with professional show business. Here we go. Hey, hey! Isn't that a happy sound? When you're with me, it's like being at Shakey's Pizza all the time. You know? I think people who are out of work, instead of giving them money, we should give them a banjo, because it's so happy. They can just go home and, did you get a job today, dear? Nope. Doesn't matter, though. Sing along, kids. I always thought the banjo was the one thing that could have saved Nixon. You know, if he went on television and went, hi, everything's great. I hate to talk about Nixon because I kind of feel sorry for him, you know. I have this image of him walking along the beach in San Clemente all by himself, you know, with a metal detector. You know. Found the quarter. Okay. Working with this curtain? I asked for a regular curtain. Could I get... I'm sorry, I got a little angry there. I asked for a different mic than this. I was working with a Sony 1200. Could I get a close-up shot? Hey, I'm sorry. I'm a little angry, I guess. I've kind of exploded. I'm really... I'm sorry. Hey! Okay, let's get moving now. Thank you very much. We're having some fun now, folks. You know, oh, now I do a bit in my act where I make balloon animals, and it's really funny, and everybody laughs and everything, and I had a request to do it tonight, and then I was going to do it, but then I remembered I've done it on the show before, so I was a little confused. I hate to repeat material, yet, you know, I wanted to do the thing, so I've made a compromise. I'm going to make balloon animals, but I'm not going to blow them up. And I think this will be... It's a puppy dog. Here. This is a cow playing a guitar. Okay. No, the real thing I wanted to do tonight, I have a great joke we can play on 100,000 people. Now, here's how it works. Right now, watching television, there's about 20 million people. And out of those 20 million, about 1 million of them are flipping around, trying to figure out what to watch and see who's on Carson tonight, you know. So what we do is, every 10 seconds, 50,000 new people tune in. And they don't know what's happening. They just tuned in. So what we'll do is we'll wait 10 seconds. And I'll start being really weird. And telling jokes that have no punchlines, you know, and you just laugh like crazy, like they're the funniest jokes you've ever heard, you know, I mean, more, this guy is great, he's killing them. And the people coming in will think they're wrong. It's like, he must be good, I don't know. Must be the new humor or something. So we'll wait 10 seconds, we'll go into it, just about a standing ovation, that's all I'm looking for. We'll close with a big song, okay? We'll wait 10 seconds, I'll give you a cue like this and we'll go into our funny comedy joke. Won't that be fun? Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, thank you. You're beautiful. Thank you. What a great crowd. Okay. Okay, got a cute story for you. Wouldn't it be funny if you went home to repair your TV and there was a banana in it? Thank you. You're beautiful. Got another story for you. Hey, what a great crowd. Fella comes home, opens his refrigerator. There's a clown in his refrigerator. Well, no. He looks at the clown looks at him, the fella says, I didn't expect to see you in there. Thank you. Hey, you are really fast. Not many people get that one. That's beautiful. Okay, I'd like to close with a little dancing. Here we go. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Hey, thank you. All right. I know what you're gonna say.
Right there.
Steve, how can you be so funny?
That's right.
Steve? I like this. I like to explain something. See, when I go out on stage, I feel funny. You know, my whole body feels funny. And
You have to get primed for it?
Yeah, I put a slice of bologna in each one of my shoes.
Go right.
Just makes me feel funny.
Pickles work for me, but bologna is
Pickles,
ridiculous,
huh?
yeah.
Okay.
How you been? You're writing shows now, aren't you, Phone?
Oh, I'm just kind of dabbling. I used to write comedy for television all the time, like Sonny and Cher and Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour. A lot of cool things like that, but now I'm just... some friends of mine were producing the Dick Van Dyke special, and got involved with that, and that really turned out well. We have the script done, and it's really, in my opinion, exceptional.
You're not going to give up performing, are you?
Oh, no. This is strictly a little side thing I'm into, if you're into what I'm doing, and I'm not trying to be pompous or anything like that. Oh, I'm working on the John Denver special, writing and performing on that. Oh, you know, you're talking earlier about ways to avoid crime. Do you have to go to a commercial? It's okay?
In a second or so, yeah.
You want to
do it now, then can we follow up on this when we come back?
Sure. Hey, what the heck?
Hey. You got nothing planned, have you?
Yeah, no,
sure. We're coming right back, and we'll find out what you're talking about.
Okay, great.
The following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
From Hollywood, The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson. This is Ed McMahon, along with Doc Severinsen and the NBC Orchestra, inviting you to join Johnny and his guests, James Garner, Suzanne Plachette, Robert Klein, and Jack Haley Jr. And now, here's Johnny.
Settle down. Well, as Patrick Henry once said, give me liberty or give me a drink. Remember? Patrick said that right before he said, what's going on tonight? Sounds wild here. What? Streaking. We have not had a streaker on.
No.
No, this is a little... I never hope to see one. No. What's going on? I didn't know Ernest and Julio had junkets. What's just going on here tonight? Well, this is the monologue, my favorite part of the show. My second favorite thing is streaking barefoot through a cow pasture. And if you've never streaked through a cow pasture, you don't know what I'm talking about. You know something? NBC is smart to schedule me after the news. You know, after the news, anything sounds good, even the monologue. It's a little depressing today. Well, there's good news and bad news. The bad news is it's income tax time, and the good news is that means we're all thinking like Nixon. I'm going to, what is it, April 15th, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
It's a little painful this year. As a matter of fact, they refer to it now as Preparation HR Block. That's what they...
Yeah.
I had a business manager today because at the end of the year I try to figure out all my deductions, and I've got, you know, my business manager, Bert Bushkin. Bert Bushkin is one of the shrewd business managers of all time. You know what he wanted to do with all my money this year? Take all my extra money and put it into a chain letter.
Good old Bert.
Bert's not funny, but he has some... he had another great idea. He got me into a big man's clothing shop in Tokyo. Okay, moving along now. I wish I could come up with some happy news for you tonight, but nothing in the paper is very cheery. Milk is going up 10 cents a half gallon. How does that grab you? Yeah, 10 cents a half gallon. Price of beef is going up. Farmers are doing well. I met a farmer today. He wanted to kill the front half of his cow. So you see, he could keep the milk. I wish I could have killed the front half of that joke. Hey, speaking of streakers, and somebody did a moment ago, did you see the latest one? Golf tournament? Was that the Heritage Golf Classic this week? There was a streaker, Johnny Miller, who won the tournament, was out in a sand trap, and two people streaked in front of him. Just as he'd yelled four, strangely enough. Oh, what else would he yell? Six? I mean, they came out. I mean, it was an open tournament, but I think it was a little too far. Actually, it threw some of the golfers off. At the next green, Arnold Palmer got so upset, he marked his ball with his underwear instead of a marker. That's what he... Well, what else is... Oh, here's some good news. What's in the paper today? Scientists think they have found a way to keep people living.
Would you like a tum?
What? No,
Would you like a tum?
A little indigestion there. It's $1.98 heartburn. What the hell was I talking about? Oh, if you're interested, they think they can keep people living by lowering their body temperature. Normal body temperature is what, 98.6, something like that? They have found out, only in mice so far, that if they lower the body temperature like 86 degrees, you could live to be 200 years. Isn't that fascinating?
What, crawling around like that?
What? No. They're just trying it on mice. That doesn't mean that you're going to crawl around. I don't know what I like the idea of the last 100 years of your life gumming ice cubes, though, just to keep the temperature down there. You know what that means? I'll be paying alimony for another 160 years. All right. Tonight. You sound good. This should be fun tonight. Incidentally, we're not in our regular studio. This is, who works here? Red
Dean
Fox?
Martin.
No, Red Fox doesn't work anywhere.
Dean Martin.
Got no window. I can't work in here.
Dean.
We're in Dean's studio.
Right.
Yeah, all right. So we'll be here for how long?
2 weeks.
These stuffies, Fred? We'll be here how long?
2 weeks.
Studio.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Anyway, tonight we have, did you tell them?
Yes, but you may repeat it.
All right, we have James Garner with us tonight. Suzanne Plachette.
Yeah.
Robert Klein.
Yeah.
And Jack Haley Jr. is going to produce the Oscar show come up next Tuesday. He's got some film clips of some of the strange, kind of unusual things that have happened on Oscar telecast the past, how long have they been doing it? And some film from the early days. Anything else I'm leaving out?
Oh, yes, we have a visitor, but we won't announce him now.
Well, it may be safe with this crowd. Thank you for coming. We'll be with you in just 1 minute. We'll be back right after this message from Sears.
Sears Lady Kenmore compactor turns this much garbage, 15 bags full, into one neat little package. Bottles, bones, cans and all. And Lady Kenmore deodorizes while it compacts as much or more garbage than a family of 4 piles up in a week. But it won't work until the hidden key lock is turned on. 15 bags full into one leak-resistant package you dump once a week. Sears compactors clean up after more American families than any other compactor.
Sears Lady Kenmore dishwasher gives you freedom from scraping, freedom from pre-rinsing, because it has 2 hot water jets that scour dishes and a stainless steel pulverizer for soft food waste. We call Sears Lady Kenmore the Freedom Maker because it gives you freedom to do more important things.
Ladies and gentlemen, what excitement. Visiting us from the East, here in the West. See what I mean? Haven't even announced this person, but yet already excited. The famous seer, sage, soothsayer, all-knowing, all-teaching, all-omniscient, and former massage parlor trainee, Karnak the Magnificent! All right, Karnak. I'm always tempted to help you, but I know I must not lay hand on your person.
One does not. Is it against our religion?
Yes, it's a violation of some sort.
That is true.
Yes. Welcome once again, O soothsayer, O sage, O seer. I hold in my hands the envelopes. These envelopes have been hermetically sealed. Kept in a mayonnaise jar on Funk and Wagnall's porch since noon today. No one knows the contents of these envelopes. But you, in your divine and mystical way, will ascertain the answers without having foreseen the questions.
Sounds impossible.
But you, in your impossible way, will do it. The first envelope, hermetically sealed.
I will divine the answer to
Yes.
this question.
Kept in a mayonnaise jar. On Funk and Wagnall's porch.
And I will give you the answer,
Yes.
having not seen the question.
Since noon till day.
Cry rape.
Cry rape.
What should you do when you pay for gas? Blazing saddles.
Blazing saddles.
I said. What set Matt Dillon's underwear on fire? The naked and the dead. What do you see if someone is streaking Forest Lawn? May a desert vulture mistake you for his favorite rock.
That tickled
Please.
my risibilities.
Well, you should have your abilities tickled. Dennis Weaver.
Dennis Weaver.
Who can patch up your Dennis? May a diseased holy man wrap his figs in your omelet. The streets of San Francisco.
The streets of San Francisco.
Where won't you find Mrs. Alioto? The Odd Couple. Name 2 people who can get gas today. A shareholder.
A shareholder.
What did Sonny Bono used to be? Super Dad. What did you say when your mom is pregnant? Super Dad. A thousand clowns. Who are under indictment in Washington?
I hold in my hand the last envelope.
May your only son become a goalie on a nudist hockey team. A losing streak.
A losing streak.
Describe a man running naked after chugging prune juice.
Thank you. Climax. The magnet. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this word from one of our sponsors.
No matter what your husband thinks you do, Mondays are busy. So, who has time to cook fancy? Of course, that means Monday dinner can be pretty blah. Well, here's a fast, easy way to stop the Monday dinner blast. Banquet Heat and Serve fried chicken. Crisp, evenly fried chicken in minutes. Children will be delighted. And your husband will be absolutely transformed. So stop the Monday dinner blast. Serve Banquet fried chicken.
It's in your grocer's freezer.
There are contact lens solutions made for wetting, or soaking, or cleaning, or cushioning. And then there's LensMate, which does all these things. So you only have to buy one bottle. You can even use LensMate directly in your eyes to relieve discomfort or dryness. And with every package of LensMate you buy, you get a contact lens carrying case absolutely free. If you wear contact lenses, why not try a bottle of LensMate? It makes care of your contacts simple and easy.
Oh, we're back.
Yes.
Got rained out in Florida, you were saying?
Both Doc and I.
Whatever.
Doc was down outdoors. I turned out to be outdoors. I was down for the Pinellas Association for Retarded Children Saturday night.
An outdoor show?
Outdoor show on the terrace. Lovely. It looked beautiful. And now, it never rains in Florida, as you know. Once in a while, they have a monsoon.
Right.
And they had one Saturday night. My tuxedo when I was through looked like I borrowed it from Mickey Rooney. Just awful.
What would you
He
do?
was out. We had to continue. You were outdoors, right?
Yes, I played in Tampa Stadium.
Yeah.
His
In the
son, you heard about that?
Yeah, he won.
Won the jumping, the junior.
Yes, Tampa Invitational, International Invitational or something like that.
It's the jumping, right?
Yeah, right
the horses.
over the fences and all that.
And Doc's son came in first place. Isn't that great?
That is great.
Anything else to report?
That's
Shall we
it.
plunge ahead? We have Jack Haley Jr. with us tonight, who's got some. We were watching this afternoon. Some of the people. It's really rather nostalgic. I think taken in, must have been the late 30s, sometime in the 30s, I would guess. No later than the late 40s. Of some of the first films of people going to the Oscar cast. It's fun to sit and see how many of you can recognize, because they all look like. Gary Cooper looks like a kid film like that. And then some of the crazy things that have happened where somebody has got the wrong award, and one of them, the person didn't show up at all. They announced the winner, and the winner never did show up.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And Sammy had the first time somebody gave him the wrong envelope for the wrong category. Just little disasters. Remember a few years ago when the podium sank?
Oh, yes, yeah.
Bob Hope was out there, somebody was talking, and the podium just disappeared
Into the ground.
So we've got some of those film clips to show you. We have Robert Klein, Jimmy Garner, and this lovely young lady, who's a fine actress. She plays Bob Newhart's wife, Emilia, on the cleverly enough title, The Bob Newhart Show. Would you welcome? Be a little dingy. No, dingy's not a nice.
She's not dingy.
Well, I mean dingy, I mean outgoing,
She's
gregarious.
outgoing, but she's very lovely.
I'm not dingy.
I know that. That's what I said.
Would you welcome the dingy, Suzanne Plachette? I was right. Are you going right to bed from here or what?
I'd like to
Very
take a
sexy.
little nap.
Yes, they look like pajamas.
Wait a minute.
I mean,
I
what
never
you...
can handle this right. How's that?
Very chic pajamas.
Something always gets caught where it shouldn't.
Well, yeah.
Elegant?
What, yes, it is. What, how do they describe that in the women's wear? I mean, what would this be? A lounging,
It's probably what's wrong with this picture, everything.
No, I'm serious.
No, because when I try and get my act together, something always goes wrong. I usually get a spot on the elbow. I gave an award the other night. Mary Tyler Moore was honored as the Woman of the Year by the Hollywood and Radio Television, whatever they were.
Yes.
Which was charming.
International Radio and Television
Right.
Society.
And I had on just a very elegant white chiffon gown with little bows, and I reached over with my boarding house reach, which was so classy. Grace Kelly never does that. The whole bow went right into the coffee, and I was making the award like this. I thought, oh, the poor child is afflicted, you know.
You handled yourself very well.
Didn't
It
I?
looked
I did.
like it.
And all those Japanese names, you know, Tetsu
Oh, you had
and
the toughest one of all.
Kachimuchu. And I was up there all by myself. It's
These were
so
for the
lonesome.
commercials, were they not?
Yeah.
The best commercials?
They are
That's
so
first.
funny, so wonderful. I didn't notice any of yours represented there, but some of them
They
were.
had their own
amusing.
separate category.
I have to tell you something strange has happened in my life.
Really?
I'm a
Sounds like
daughter again.
You're
That's
what?
why I'm trying to be very elegant tonight.
You're a daughter again?
Yes, my mother and father have moved to Los Angeles.
Oh,
My
I see what you
father
mean. I couldn't
is-
figure that out.
Is running the Schubert Theater, which
Out
is
here.
terrific because I get lots of freebies. I go in, hello, I'm Mr. Plachette's daughter, boom, right in.
He did that in
Second
New
row
York
center.
all his life, did he not?
Yes, he had the Paramount Theater then. When
And
I
you
was
got to
very
go.
popular, and I haven't had a friend since he lost the theater.
And you get free tickets?
Yes. Would you like to go, sweetheart? You my
I was
best
just
friend?
there. I was
Huh?
just there the other night at the Schubert Theater to see
See Sunshine Boys?
Jack Albertson and Sam Levine and Sunshine Boys.
Oh, it's terrific. I love it. And they're here. And, you know, I had the blonde hair up until about 12 minutes ago.
I know your
Yeah,
hair
it's shocking.
changes frequently when you come here. I don't.
I got a letter from somebody who watched your show. It was really very funny. She said, next time you want to change something, move the furniture.
Cruel. That's cruel.
And it's interesting that people who asked me why I did it were always people who had dyed hair. So my final answer turned out to be, well, same reason you did, sweetheart. You know, and they left me alone. They were very sweet.
What difference does it make?
But
anyway?
it doesn't. I mean, it's just fun to fool around. But my mother and father got off the plane with her plant, which she calls mother, which is the mother of all the other little plants that have sprung from it. And she said, Jean, Suzanne's not here. I was standing right in front of her.
And
He
she
said,
didn't
that
know?
blonde broad over there, that's your daughter.
Your mother brought a plant on the plane?
Yes.
Are
Well,
you
they
allowed to-
moved everything. You know, they gave
I didn't
up.
know you could bring plants into California.
Well, it's not a rare exotic thing. It's just a frond. You know, it was a grape ivy.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that without stopping at the border or
I
something.
just put a little avocado dressing
Don't you
on
have
it.
to
She
do
said
that?
it was her salad.
Oh, I see. She came off eating the plant, and who bothered her?
Mother's strange.
Is your mother a
strange.
little, is
Oh,
that where
yes.
you pick it up?
I beg your pardon.
Is that where you pick up your joie de vivre,
Yes.
your love of life,
Don't
your...
you think I'm a tribute to mental health?
Yes. But
Let's take a poll. I think I'm healthy.
do you follow your mother or father?
Thank you. Thank you. I've got a story to tell you, if I may.
We have nothing
Well,
planned.
you know me as...
We're here for the show anyway, you know.
You know me as a nice married lady, right?
Certainly.
And I told you that nothing racy ever happens to me.
Yeah, I never read in the
I
fan
lied.
magazines about some
No,
kind of...
I lied. Before I met Tommy,
Did something happen?
there is a man here tonight with whom I was nude. James Garner. And I'm going to tell it to you right here. His wife and his child are here, and I'm going to tell you the truth. We did a picture together, and I did my one and only nude scene.
Are you putting this on?
No, I swear to God. Picture called Mr. Budwing, which you may or may not remember.
I remember
We've
the
chosen
picture.
to forget it. And I had to do this nude scene. I mean, I was covered. I had, well, how do you do it neatly? I had pasties and little briefs. But when you're the only one out there in that costume and everybody's got a turtleneck and, you know, boots and a saddle, and all of a sudden everybody has a light to hold and all the executives come
Yes.
down. Just checking. We want to make sure the budget is right.
Did they really do that?
And, oh, yeah, everybody. They're silly about it. And I was dying. And I will tell you...
What was the scene?
We were husband and wife in bed, and then I'm seen leaving for a later scene where I'm supposed to be nude under a
Right.
coat. So you saw my back. But here's Jimmy Garner, this big rock, this tough guy, who knew that I was in agony. I was dying, and he was so dear and so sweet and so protective that I will love him till the day I die. And I'm sure that's not the story he once told about him, but I'm telling it right here and now.
So that was your own one and only...
My one and only. And then 2 weeks later...
What were you wearing the pasties for? If only your back showed. I mean, if that part wasn't seen anyway, I mean, I don't understand that.
Well, you must understand, when you have as fantastic a body as I do...
Yes.
You have a responsibility to the other people. You don't want... You know, I mean, we're there to conduct business. No, we don't want the crew crazed.
Crazed and
Not so they can't do
animal-like.
their
Of
work,
course, I
you know.
understand it.
But I had these things stuck on, and I couldn't get them off. And I couldn't twirl them either. I mean, if the truth is...
They didn't light up or
No,
anything.
no.
The exotic dancers use those, don't they? Don't they put them
yes,
on
they
with
do.
some kind of adhesive?
Yes, but I think they used Permabond in my case. You've read about it. So, I mean, here it's sexy, right? I mean, this little thing, I figured I could go. I mean, in those days we didn't have topless clubs. But I thought, how am I going to get this off? Because it can't be my life's work to work, you know, with these things. I finally soaked them in the bathtub. Now, this is a glamorous... I'm like this, hanging in the bathtub. And they went boom, boom like that, and I never needed a rubber ducky again. I just let them float.
Just let them float in.
About 3 or 4 weeks.
What a tender, lovely story.
Yeah.
Another secret revealed
Yes,
right here.
Yes, there is a little tiny follow-up.
On Hollywood
to this,
Hotline.
If I may just, with all due respect to James, I went to see 2 weeks later Americanization of Emily with a girlfriend of mine in Westwood, and you know how wonderful he was in that. And I'm looking at it like a fan, right? I don't know that I'm an actress. And I thought, oh, isn't he wonderful? Isn't he attractive? Oh, my God, I was in bed with him nude 2 weeks ago. It never had anything to do with the fact that he was there.
Well,
now,
it's business. It's a
that's
professional
right. But, I mean, I will tell you that how this all wound up. Nothing provocative and sexy. I am the mother of his godchild, and his wife is one of my closest friends.
Well, that's good. We cleared that up right here on
Yes.
Hollywood Hotline.
That's what we're telling you here. Hi, Lois, sweetheart, darling. He was nothing.
Here you almost were out of the woods on that. We'll take a short break here, and we're going to come back after this commercial, and we're going to talk some more. And do all kinds of...
And now, Coffee Rich presents that master of magic and good taste, the great Gourmando. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got something that'll do wonders for your taste buds. Coffee Rich. Pour it in coffee to let more coffee flavor come through. Pour it on fruit, blueberries, strawberries. Use it in muffin batter and watch those muffins disappear. Slight miscalculation, my dear. Folks, take it from Ed McMahon. When it comes to taste, Coffee Rich really pours it on.
If you're like most homemakers I know, you've got a cupboard full of Campbell's soup. And when you've got a cupboard full of Campbell's soup, you've got a cupboard full of recipes for great economy dishes. Like this tuna noodle bake. Campbell's cream of mushroom soup makes it smooth and flavorful. Campbell's kitchen-tested recipe makes it quick and easy. The best way I know to stretch my food budget is to reach into my cupboard for a can of Campbell's soup.
Campbell's makes your cooking
good.
Hello again.
You live alone? If you just joined us, that's the way it goes. What else to say? But we have your friend and your co-partner.
Yes.
Jimmy Garner with us tonight, and Robert Klein and Jack Haley Jr.
That's a terrific lineup.
Yeah, did you ever do a Western? You're from New York, right?
Yes. You know how physical I am.
You're active, aren't you?
No, if I
Not
don't
really?
have, I would prefer to be carried by litter bearers everywhere. I
You
don't like
believe
to
in-
move. No, I don't believe in physical exercise, as you can tell by my body falling apart.
No, come on now.
No, I once took a tennis lesson because we inadvertently bought a house with a court, which we discovered after we'd bought it. And I thought it was decadent not to try,
You took a lesson.
so I bought all those outfits. I looked like Gussie Moran until I got the racket out. And a very lovely man, came up to give me a lesson, and I did one of those shots. My form was wonderful, and I cut his shin open.
That was the end
And
of
I
the
said, did I
tennis?
do that? He said, no. He said, but I think you ought to zip up your case and never play again. So that was that. And
You
as
don't
for
do that.
horses, I'm terrified of them and have done several westerns. You will see me mount with great authority, and then you'll see a broken human being going, nobody knew he moved! Oh, and they have 17 wranglers holding the horse. If its tail moves, I'll only accept them if I can ride a cab.
But you don't like horses?
No, I did another picture with Jimmy. I was dressed for this one. And I was supposed to have a rig with 2 horses, and they said, just get in and go, yahoo, and then we'll cut, and then the stunt girl will take it and is supposed to ride over Jimmy. And he's got guts, and he's very agile. I went yahoo, and they didn't know they were supposed to cut. And those 2 horses kept going, right at Jimmy. And they rolled, the film kept going, and I became hyperthyroid. My eyeballs were out, and obscenities spewed from, I know you don't think that I'm capable of this.
Of course not, knowing
But
as well as I do.
please to the Lord and obscenity simultaneously. And the wranglers jumped upon the bodies of the horses, and Jimmy rolled out of the way. And that was the last time I've ever been
Did they
involved
keep
with an
that
animal.
spot in with you driving?
No,
That would have been good because
It was out of character, though, because I was supposed to be able to handle that.
horses do the same way. I don't know why.
I also have trouble with guns. When you're supposed to, I always have those heavy parts where you go, all right, baby, and this is it. I'm
And you
always
don't
a
like
tough
guns.
broad. The gun jams, I break my nail, my eyes close when I fire it. Now, Victor Buono and I have
Who was
done...
it told that story one night? Some well-known Western.
Edward G. Robinson.
Yes, Mervyn
Mervyn.
Leroy was on the
Mervyn.
show when they did Little Caesar. And here he's playing the toughest gangster of all times. And every time he would fire the gun, he closed his eyes. And they had a terrible time of getting him to fire this gun without blinking.
Well, I'm not
You do
very
the same
good at
thing?
that. I've done about 5 different pictures with Victor Buono in which we actually played the same people of different nationalities. One time he was Chinese, and we were in Istanbul once, and we're playing the same scene we've played in 6 other films. You're going to give me the jewels, or my dear, I'm going to get, and he's got the white suit on, and I'm playing either Mary Astor or Peter Lawford. I'm not sure which one I was supposed to. Peter Lorre, right. And he's Sidney Greenstreet. And there were Turkish extras, and they're very excited, and they're screaming, and we're having this whole exchange. And 2 Turks fell out of the stands on our heads and attached itself to my hairpiece. And this Turk had my hairpiece hanging from his belt. While Victor and I were saying, and you'll give me the jewels, and I'll go, and we'll do. Very cool.
And your hairpieces and your...
In the man's belt. And I never knew it.
Maybe you're
When
not cut out for this kind of work.
No, I don't think so. I'm really a klutz.
Are you accident prone? You mentioned those things happen?
Yes. I fall off curbs. I'm talking to Tommy, but I'm never looking where I'm going. I fell on the couch once while we were reading. Just went.
And fell on the couch.
Just fell right there.
Just came over you, huh?
I told you I wasn't physical.
Was it because
So
of
I
your...
would have no children.
Well, that panics you also, huh? Was it because of your upbringing, being from the city?
Well, in New York, you'll have to learn to move fast, and
Yeah,
you
I
can't be
think so.
sedentary there. I don't think that's actually the reason, but I did have a strange upbringing, because my father had, at that time, the New York Paramount, and in those days, things were lean, when I was a youth, 2-3 years ago.
Of course.
And when my mother couldn't get a babysitter, she would leave me with a house detective at the Hotel Astor in a vacant room. So my father closed the theater, and he
That's
would
crazy.
babysit for me. He'd get free passes for
The
that.
house dick at the Astor. We
Yeah.
know him well, don't we?
We
Ed?
do, yes.
And they'd go, have you got a broad in that room? He'd say, have I got a broad in this with the bottle in my mouth, And then I'd go to Lindy's when the theater closed, and I'd have my bottle. And
Well,
they'd
that's a
have their
strange
breakfast.
upbringing for a
Yeah.
child.
But I never knew it was strange, and they're so regular, nice, such good people with
Yeah.
such good values that somehow there was a wonderful balance.
Is that why you wanted to be an actress? Because you were around it? Or did that ever occur to you at the time?
Well, you know, it's a different field. The variety field really is a different field. You know,
Right.
I saw the great variety performers. I mean, the first time I ever went on stage, I was 3 years old, and the Andrews Sisters were playing at the Paramount, and Patty was ill. So Maxine and Laverne took me on stage, and I loved it. They couldn't get me off. You saw this hook, which was my father's arm, pulling me off by the diapers. But that was my first taste of it. It felt comfortable. I think that some of the most wonderful people I know are in this business. You know, people tend to say actors are children, and I think they have more responsibility than many people in large corporations.
But we are childlike. That's true. A lot of entertainers are childlike.
I think that we're willing to express emotion and show emotion. In that respect, we're purer. You know, I don't think we're so insulated. But I don't think that's childlike. I think that's wonderful, and I wish everybody could be like that.
I've never been called pure before. It's kind of nice.
Maybe I better reconsider that.
Yes, there are exceptions to every rule, aren't there? All right, I'm going to sell something. Then we'll bring Jim out and get his version of this sordid affair that you had.
Smooth.
Maybe you should take one
Class.
before you sell it.
See, this is very important how you do this. The way you audition for this job, you must bring up the arm very carefully and place the elbow on the desk. Lots of people are not able to do this.
But you're holding it upside down.
Oh, excuse me. Kind of work. And then you keep it in close to display the product at all times. Then you get clever things to say like, stay with us. Or we'll be right back after this commercial. We have a word from Excedrin. Then you can see here.
What do you take for pain? If you take common aspirin tablets, let me tell you something. I think my pain reliever works better than your pain reliever. And there were 2 important medical studies on pain other than headache where it did. One at a leading university, the other at a major hospital. In these studies, what I take for pain worked better than what you take, if what you take is common aspirin. What do I take? Excedrin, the extra strength pain reliever. When you're in pain, try Excedrin and see if you still think your pain reliever works as well as mine.
If your child's cold sounds like this, you're probably just giving him aspirin, but aspirin alone can't help sniffles. That's why Congesperin, the children's cold tablet, combines children's aspirin plus a decongestant to help clear stuffiness and sniffles. Congesperin, it helps more than aspirin because it is more than aspirin. Hear how it works?
As you mentioned, Jim Garner is a fine actor. He's done a lot of different kind of roles, from light comedy to straight acting, and he will be starring in an NBC pilot called The Rockford Files, which will be March 27th. When will that be? That's tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah.
March 27th? That's Wednesday.
See, he yells from back there, too.
You see, everybody yells before they get on. Wednesday at 8:30, right, Jim?
Something like that.
Would you welcome James Garner? What do you mean something like that? It's at 8:30. Yeah.
Is it 8? 8 or 8:30? I don't know, John. I really don't.
They wrote it down for me. 8:30 p.m., March 27th.
How about that? It's 8:30.
That's a Wednesday. That's right, and that will be on right on our net.
How are you, Ding?
Fine, sweetheart. You look good dressed, too.
Thank you. She never lets me play with the rubber duckies.
Now, was her version of this tryst? Well, that's not the right word for it. This movie you made together, a fairly accurate description of the...
Fairly close. Actually, she wasn't altogether nude. We had this... we won't go through the bedroom scene.
Yes.
But we were out on the Queensboro Bridge. She was really wearing a trench coat over it. She just flashed a little, you know.
Your apartment was right near there. Remember?
Yes, I know the location well.
It was 5 degrees below zero.
Was this scene?
Yeah. And I must say, this poor girl, and I was so kind to her. I said, why don't you get in the back of the limousine. We didn't have any dressing rooms or anything. Back of the limousine, and we'll keep you warm, you know.
Always the gentleman that you are.
Oh, always been a gentleman, and I'm very, very concerned about the actress, you know.
Of course.
I tried my best to keep her warm. I've got bruises, scars, everything.
Well, you've had your career, though, in the pictures you've made, there have been several scenes that have been... Well, it almost sounds passé nowadays because of
what are you trying to say, John?
Bedroom scenes, a characterization of Emily. Americanization.
Americanization of Emily, yeah. We had 3 nude girls in
the
picture. That was one of the first.
And that's really almost passé now with what they're doing in motion pictures.
Oh, it was a big thing then. Oh, they made such a... they had a snit about that, you know, until they saw the film. And they said, well, that wasn't bad. You know, what was wrong with that? It was done in very good taste.
Yes, it was.
I liked it.
You see, everybody thinks that's very glamorous, but as you know, with all of those the cameras and the people and the technicians and the directors and everything, that's got to be a strange...
You can imagine what Suzanne went through, 5 degrees below zero, with traffic going along the Queensboro Bridge, and the poor girls out there with a trench coat and whatever else you had under there, which was very, very little.
Yeah.
They had 3 tugboats run into the bridge that but other than that, it was not, but it's not, you know, it's not all that glamorous at times.
Let's talk about this series. Well, this projected series, is it not? The Rockford Files?
Projected series, yeah. We may or may not.
You had a long run in Maverick. You had a long run in Maverick.
They
How many
may
years?
be picked up, they may not. You never know when you make them. Look at you, John. Nobody had any idea you'd still be here. Did I say something wrong?
No, that's true. No, when you start a show, if you can look ahead 5 years, 3 years, and say, I'll be doing that show 3 years from now, that you wouldn't even think about it.
I look ahead for 3 days. If I figure if I'm still doing it in 3 days, I got it made.
Did you get antsy? Did you want to do something? Is that it?
I think that's what it is. I get tired of loafing, you know. When you finish a picture, and I always figure I'm in between job. That's singular. I mean, you never know if you're ever going to get another job. I know so many actors. Henry Fonda's that way. Henry Fonda feels like...
He's always doing something.
I mean, he hasn't been doing it long now, folks. Something like... he's about 50 years, and
if he's not working, he'll do a play or something. He'll go on the road in stock.
But I couldn't find anything I really wanted to do, and I was approached by Roy Huggins, who did the Maverick series with me, and he had a good idea for a series, and we did it, and I like it.
Somebody once said that many actors don't get depressed when they're not working, but when they're working, because everything seems to be going so well. You know, when everything's going real well, a lot of people say, hey, it's all going too well.
Yeah, no, when I'm working, I look better, I think. I feel better. I want to get up in the morning. The alarm clock never goes off. I mean, I don't care if it's 5:30 in the morning, I'll beat it up by 10 minutes. Yeah. I'm anxious to go to work.
Is that series still playing, obviously playing somewhere on reruns, Maverick, is it not?
I don't know, John. I don't get residuals.
You don't?
No. That was before residuals. I'm the only actor that ever did a television series for 3 years, and it cost me $8,000. Oh, I'm a good businessman, too.
You must have my Bert Bushkin.
Yes.
Bombastic Bushkin line joke.
Bombastic Bushkin.
They call him in the trade.
No, I don't know. I understand. People tell me they see it occasionally, but I don't. I've never seen it.
They had you now. This happens, right? They talk about typecasting. Somebody does a picture that's successful. You played a lot of roles where you played officers, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or the young...
Yeah. The first thing I ever did.
JG, the so forth.
First thing I ever did was a Cheyenne episode, and I was the irate lieutenant.
Right.
You always got to have an irate lieutenant if you're doing a cavalry or army or something. I mean, how can a hero look smart if you don't have somebody dumb?
So you played the second Louis
I played the dumb guy. Yeah. You know, you got to go by the book. Well, everybody knows that no hero goes by the book, right? And I got to be the irate lieutenant. I was good at it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was dumb.
You like those roles, huh?
Typecasting. And then I graduated to the other guy.
That's right. Well, then you were the lead.
That was all.
And they got another guy who played the dumb.
Yeah. I like those guys that I got to look more superior than.
Is there any role that you haven't done or you turned down in your career that you wish you'd have done?
No, I don't think so.
No, that's going to go nowhere.
Well...
Is there any role that you took that you wish you hadn't?
I've only played one.
Is there any
really
role that somebody
bad
else
guy?
took that you wish you'd done? Is there a role
Just
I can
name
do
any
that
of
you
them.
wish?
I always took the wrong one, John. No, I don't know. I'm not the type of actor who, I don't want to do King Lear. I don't want to do, Shakespeare or any of those. I do like to work, though. I like to keep busy. It's like somebody said, why are you going back into television, Gee, me, why not? I'm an actor. Yeah. I'm an actor, and that's my business. And as long as I can keep working, I don't care. It's like people pick on commercials. It's really bad. I remember years ago...
Because actors do commercials?
Because actors do commercials. They say, he's out of work. He can't get a job. Baloney, folks.
Have you seen Sir Lawrence Olivier standing around waiting for his picture to develop?
You're right. And he ain't
coming along any
work.
minute now. And he's...
when you're an actor, I think you should do everything, and I wouldn't be adverse to doing a commercial. I think that that's our business. If we should.
See, but you got to fit the commercial to the actor.
Yeah, but
you don't look like the $1.98 upset stomach type. You got to get you something that matches.
Who do you need, John?
Very good.
I'm the before. Years ago there was a thing. If you were on Broadway, and some actor on Broadway would go to Hollywood and they say, he's sold out, he's gone to Hollywood, They looked down upon going to do motion pictures.
They did for a while, but...
Yeah, but then it came the motion picture actor, he's doing television. They looked down on it, right? Not so anymore. And it's the same thing with commercials, and it won't be long till
you have Helen Hayes doing a television... special now, which I'm sure she wouldn't have thought of some years ago.
The medium's grown. I mean, when you think that if you really want to put it where it is, there's more money spent making television commercials than motion pictures and television shows together. And folks, we ain't in it for the fun.
Oh, certainly you are.
Oh, of course we are.
Yeah, you did some singing and dancing on a couple of shows you were in, did you?
One of the best, John.
What, didn't you do a couple of specials where they had you singing and...
Yeah, years ago I did one with Bing Crosby, and I did a couple of dinosaur shows. The legs went, John.
The legs locked up. Legs locked, and that was...
Late and the wind.
You hardly ever see him on point anymore.
No, hardly ever. I can't even get my... She's dancing. Dancing is not my thing. No, I found that out. When you go in front of about 30 million people... and you're a klutz. It's bad. It's bad. I can't put one foot in front of the other.
Let me sell something here.
Okay.
Back, hold up. Oh, that's it right here. You have an interesting shampoo you use, don't you?
Yes.
For your hair.
That may be it.
Here's some news about hair color that's better than natural. Color Silk by Revlon.
At 9, Lauren's hair was brown. Innocent, ordinary brown. Lauren's not 9 anymore. She's not innocent, not ordinary. Her hair's not even brown anymore. She uses Revlon Color Silk and gets better than natural color. Color with some kick and extra conditioners for a show-off shine. Color Silk.
It's a whole lot better than natural.
With Color Silk, you get better than natural color. Color Silk hair color from Revlon. Beautiful.
There's always something to raise an eyebrow about.
They are. They aren't. They did.
Now you can raise the perfect eyebrow with Perfect Brow, Revlon's brand new brow color that shapes and fills in perfectly by darkening or lightening each hair. Looks more natural than a pencil. It's smudge-proof and waterproof, too. So the next time you raise an eyebrow...
She said what?
Why not raise the perfect brow? New Perfect Brow from Revlon. Beautiful.
Bob Klein is with us tonight. He is currently appearing here in Los Angeles, the Troubadour. And he'll be down there. Isn't that where the Smothers Brothers just were? And John Lennon was there, and there was a big fiasco? Well, maybe he knows something about that. But his last record album, he had premiered on The Tonight Show. It was a big bestseller. And this is his second album called Mind Over Matter, which I think he's going to do a piece of material from this album. Would you welcome, please, Bob Klein.
evening. Thank you. You were talking about heroes, and I've been playing so many of the universities and colleges, you know, and desperately in search of heroes. Really, they don't know who's the hero anymore. And they're still trying to use the same gambit on the football leagues to use the football players. Athletes are a major source of heroes for us. It's about the only pool we have at the moment. Politicians are kind of on the low ebb at the moment. And, you know, they have them do these kind of ludicrous anti-drug commercials that the kids don't believe. They're very corny, obligatory. Hello, I'm a tight end. I do not turn on. Thank you. I'm wide receiver Clack Clackman. I shoot up on the field. Ah! Sure you do, Clack. Everybody behaves on the sidelines like, get him, get him, get him, get him. It's a very odd characteristic to much of the behavior. You know, I read in the paper that Mickey Mantle, a childhood idol of mine, was the second most credible athlete in America. That is, that people would see Mickey selling a product and believe him. And, you know, I was thinking about it. I don't think he's that well-rounded to be a hero. He's great. When I was 8 years old, I lived a mile from Yankee Stadium, and I love you, Mickey. You know, I'm sorry, your knees hurt. You know, I could take the pain, you know, I wish I could. You know. But I'm 32 now, and I have other priorities. Mickey is not that much happening. He's not dumb, but did you ever see him on the Brute commercial? He had 3 words to say. I like Brute. I had to take one word at a time. Cut, Mickey, great. He's good, you know what I mean? But he's not complete. He's, you know, Willie Mays, one of the greatest of all time, 22 years of thrills, not that much happening. We like to feel good and smell good and, Chris Schenkel talks about Arnold Palmer sometimes like he was a religious figure. I mean, he's a hero of sorts, but, you know, all this great superlatives, all from pulled it with courage on the 13th hole by iron into a win. What a man, what a putter, what a millionaire. What a man, what a pilot, what a man. You know, Joe Namath, who happens to be a very personable guy, right? A great football player, but that sex thing, they never stop with Joe. You know, I mean, every girl in America, Joe, every commercial, watch Joe get creamed, Joe. And, every product becomes a sexual innuendo. Nothing I like better than hot buttered popcorn and 12 nymphomaniacs anytime. Everything is always... There's always a suggestion of something, you know. Meanwhile, a true American hero, Dr. Jonas Salk, can he get a girl? I'm not sure. There's not that many scientist groupies hanging around the laboratory waiting for Dr. Salk, I love you. You know, it just doesn't happen. I saw Gerald Ford's inaugural, and I don't think he's the hero. I see before me America. I'm sorry. I wouldn't have minded that sort of dull speech, but it was December, and you're not supposed to have the vice president in December. It's supposed to be in January. I looked at my calendar, and no one was saying anything about it. They were all smiling. It's a great event, you know. How about a little more candor about why we were there to begin with? You know, I'm here today because the last guy was a crook. How about just... I'm a mediocre man, not that much happening, but the last guy was a felon. Just let us remind ourselves. Classy guy, Ag, correct? Here's 1,400 and a turkey, Ted. Merry Christmas for you. I haven't heard him apologize lately. I saw him serving a sentence last week in Palm Springs. I don't want to kick a guy when he's down. It's quite a chain gang. Hey! Harford, please. It's quite a toughie. That's the guy who went around the law with the law and order. And there's too much permissiveness. He said, permissive people are committing crimes and getting away with it. Permissive. My Lord, permissive. All I know is if I get caught holding up a bank, I'll go, hey, you got me there. Fair and simple. I'll take the Agnew punishment, please. If I can just get the Agnew sentencing, thank you. According to my calculation, you owe me 60 days. Here, I'll take it. Here's the way out here. Thank you very much. You know who's a public figure that gets no applause at all, in this time when people in government seem to be so? Neil Armstrong. He is a hero that didn't get nearly the praise he deserves. Not only for his courage, because those guys never took a chance, but he did, went on the moon and all that. But how about the integrity? Do you realize in this age of this kind of dishonesty what that man could have made from being the first man on the moon? I mean, a little backstage deal, and he sets himself up for 26 lifetimes, puts his foot on the moon and goes, Coca-Cola! A giant step for mankind.
It's like a catharsis, isn't it?
Yeah,
Got
why
to get
not?
it out. It builds up to a full head, and pretty soon a little smoke starts coming out of your ears, and you got to say those things.
There are a lot of young people out watching a lot of what's going on, and hey, black is white and white is black suddenly. You know?
Yeah.
They have to have things straightened out for them.
You mentioned the astronauts. Somebody did it one time, as you know. I don't know which mission it was, and I don't think the astronauts were personally involved, but remember they sent up the stamps?
That's right.
Something like 10,000 stamps from the moon or something, and somebody was going to distribute them.
Right.
So I guess everybody, when they get in a position...
That's good, a chicken feed, though, compared to what the guy, you know, what are they going to do? Say, come down here, you're under arrest, you know. You really had him over a barrel. Also Buick, also, you know. I'm sure Agnew would not have that proportion of
had
class.
it made right there.
He would sell out far more chip. He'd put his foot in the moon and go, Sam's Tailor Shop, Baltimore. He'd press you weight. Good crab cakes, too.
Well,
thanks, Dad.
We'll take a short break here while the lawyers work on this, and we'll be right back after this message of interest.
Do you mind if I talk to you about diarrhea? I just want to say 2 words about it. Pepto-Bismol. Pepto-Bismol controls common diarrhea. It relieves that misery and the nausea that you can get along with it. Pepto-Bismol coats, soothes, it protects. It relieves that nausea. Makes you feel an awful lot better. Next time you get common diarrhea, you'll thank me for the Pepto-Bismol.
When you say Budweiser.
There are maybe 6 million skiers in America, but only a handful who can do it like this. Being really good at anything has never been easy. The Budweiser people understand that, too. They're making sure that caring isn't just a memory.
When you say Budweiser, you've said it all.
I was just looking over some of the titles of the things you have in here. Jacques Cousteau.
I'm just making a noise with my straw here. I'm sorry. That's like a childhood thing. You know. Don't play with your soda. Remember that?
No, I remember when you used to try to blow the outside thing on the ceiling.
Well, this is the kind of thing you never get away with.
Do you remember the wrapper, and you'd crimp the wrapper and then sail clear across the room and hit little Rebecca So-and-so right square in the eye. Great after high school. That's one of your favorites, is Jacques Cousteau.
Yes, he is a marvelous...
Marvelous man.
Yes, the thing that's about it is mostly the illusion, though. You know, they show you an hour. It's such a great show, really, but you don't know it took 6 boring months to make that 1 hour with these 22 angry, horny Frenchmen on that ship. Tempers get crazy with switchblades. I kill you, Marcel! That's my sea chest! They got very...
Stay away from that penguin. That is mine, you know.
The Walrus Otto is yours, you know. I got crazy. It is wonderful, but his voiceover is...
He gets very personally involved with things.
Right. The sea is a personal experience to him, you know. He invented scuba, you know.
He did?
Yeah, he invented it during the war.
Era.
And the sea, I mean, he and Thor Heyerdahl, both the guy who wrote Kon-Tiki, they even go the most remote parts of the Pacific and they'll find a Tootsie Roll wrapper. You know, there's a sign of civilization everywhere now.
Even the Antarctica, they say.
Yeah, we are everywhere. We have been doing the naughty things.
Have you opened the Troubadour yet, or are you there
Tonight?
now? Tonight is the opening.
Tonight is the opening, and I'm happy to be in Los Angeles, which is a big city. This is
you
a
like it,
kind
huh?
of small tour for me, and it's nice to be in a place with this many friends. I'm from New York, you know, and you can get something to eat at 4 in the morning, get off of work. If you're hungry in Valparaiso, Indiana at 4 in the morning, you eat your arm, Johnny.
They don't stay open late there, do
Not
they?
too.
for
There's a
snacks?
little private hamburger stand, not a chain, with an old man in a paper hat and tattoos and no teeth. How do you like them? Check, please. You know, you fade. Or there's a string of very sweet all-night pancake houses. You have them a lot here. They're good, but it's just what your body needs at 5 in the morning. You have the blueberry pancakes going to insulin shock. You get a grip on your neck here from the sugar and the calcium propionate and the gum arabic and your maple syrup can really drive you up the wall.
That's nice. You ever read those things that are on products nowadays?
Oh, you don't want to see those. So this is sort of a good stop. Also, the Trube is a good room, and my album just busted, and I haven't been on the show in a while.
That's right.
Yeah. I miss it. I sort of, it makes me fresh, and I think really delighted to be on.
Yeah.
And, everybody sees it. Everybody's always asking me questions. They don't know about the show. They see it. It gets into their houses. It's a weird thing.
Yeah. You just played which is interesting to me, the Air Force Academy.
Yeah.
Now, military things are quite well structured, and discipline and so forth. Now, how do they react to what you were talking about, especially when you get into the topical, the political areas and so forth?
The older ones were really regular guys. They were trying to be as much as you can in the context of epaulets, and a steel thing in your back. It's strict. It's tough for them. I think the younger kids, I did 2 shows with Helen Reddy, and they were more a little, prepare to laugh, laugh, very much together. It was very little rowdyism, actually.
Oh, they're not too rowdy at the academy.
No, but I was talking to this kid. They were very kind to me and the cadre and all that, and they were nice. And we were easy to spot. The musicians came high, and they were fiddling with the Isaac Newton hair. They looked much out of place. They were very kind and nice. I did talk philosophically with this boy. I saw a young 4th classman being hazed. And I said, now, what's that for? I cannot see how, who are you, you stupid idiot? I'm 4th classman Harold. That sort of nonsensical making them eat like this is going to really make them better soldiers later.
Yeah, they've done away, I think, a good deal with
a lot
at
of
West
it,
Point. They're trying to phase it out because it's masochistic, really, in a way.
Yeah. Most of the times, Johnny, I play a lot of colleges. You have a dressing room off the gymnasium with very show business atmosphere, lights, and do not dribble excessively. Desire is half the game.
We've all played those, yeah.
And I think they're
all
really...
the little lockers, all the little metal lockers.
Yeah, it's very, very institutional. And, of course, everything in the school has to serve 2 purposes. It's also a shuffleboard court with a bench. I think that college kids get ripped off a lot from it. I don't think show business people have, in the main, been very nice. A lot of rock acts are known to be unreliable the night of the concert. Where are the amplifiers? There's a roadie here. There's a kid. He's hallucinating. He thinks he's Abraham Lincoln. There's a kid who just drove a truck with equipment from Oregon to Chicago in 2 hours. And he can't deal with him. He's setting up electric. And I saw I won't mention the name because I happen to think this man is a fine composer, singer, but he was playing this college in North Carolina, and he was getting drunk with his band before the concert, and he was sort of breaking bottles brazenly against the wall, and the college kids are in absolute awe of this singing star, and they figure, it must be cool if he's doing it, they're just kind of looking at it.
Yeah.
And it was a sad thing.
It doesn't take many of them to put a real bad taste in the people who have to follow them. And a lot of the colleges gave up a lot of the concerts because there were a number of people who just would never show. They made a hit record, and all of a sudden it's show business, and they would show an hour late and charge exorbitant prices, and it really hurt a lot of the groups that are trying to go out and play the music. It's too bad.
They're just a lot of poor discipline. One of the ones I met, a sort of idol, Chuck Berry, the musician. For years, a great rock and roller, influenced the Beatles so much. Did, I think, some show here, Helen Reddy's show this summer, and I was introduced, and in this age of fraud, I didn't know what to expect meeting Chuck Berry, but we were introduced, and he was really like Chuck Berry. I said, how do you do? And he said, far out! It was so perfect for Chuck Berry to say, he would have absolutely floored me if he had said something like, hi, Bob, this Watergate thing has gotten me up a tree, frankly. I was wondering. Far out! But he said, far out. He was just perfect. And
fit the image. Let me interrupt a second here, and we'll be right back. Here's Ed, and I see he's got himself a new car. Here he is.
If you're used to driving a big, comfortable car, maybe you should consider driving a smaller, comfortable car. Take a look at this. The American Motors Matador. Matador has plenty of room like a big car, but it's also easy on gas like an economy car. You see, Matador comes standard with a gas-saving 6, and it's backed by the exclusive AMC Buyer Protection Plan. And oh yes, this Matador has one other rather economical feature: the price.
Most car dealers tell you they stand behind what they sell. American Motors dealers let their customers tell you.
Well, I first heard about the buyer protection plan on television, and I thought, what a bunch of baloney. I didn't believe it. But I found out it was true, that they really do take care of the cars. They fixed it, no hassles. They were very pleasant to me. The people at the dealership was the mechanics and them. They were really good.
AMC Dealers, where you get a good deal and a good deal more.
Jack Healy Jr. is with us tonight, and he will be he's the producer of the 46th Annual Academy Awards show, which will be sent on NBC next Tuesday, April the 2nd, and he also produced, directed, and wrote a film dealing with the best of MGM's musicals entitled That's Entertainment, and will be out in early May. Would you welcome Jack Healy Jr.? Good to see you again. Why do you take on a job like this? Don't you find when you produce a show that's has to do with the entertainment business, you end up not trying to, you can't please everybody. Somebody says, why did you do that? Why didn't you have him? Why wasn't I on the show? That's not right. I don't like the lighting. I mean, you're dealing with all these people with all of their egos.
Well, I was caught in a weak moment. It was early in the morning, and Howard Koch called, and then Walter Mirisch called and said, listen, really, you got to do the show. And I said, sure. Now that I'm into it, I don't know if I made the right decision. But I think that all of us take a great deal out of the business, and occasionally we should put something back in.
Yeah. Do you have those problems? Have there been in the past on the Academy Awards? We're going to show some of the little pieces of filming where things have happened. Have you had any real embarrassing things that the people didn't know about? I know we have had on the Emmy Award show, which I've done the past few years.
Yeah, well,
presenters have been, let us say, indisposed at the last minute. They've been bombed, actually, is what it is. And you say, well, so-and-so, and you don't ever say anything, but that does happen. People get a little bit nervous.
The kind of funny games go on about people who don't want to come on the awards, but they don't want to tell you that they're not going to be on until the balloting is over. Or someone says, well, I can't be there. That's just impossible. I'm working in a picture. And you find out there is no picture shooting. That person is on. However, they'd say, by the way, here's who I'd like to have pick up the award for me in case I win. So I was talking to Candy Bergen about it, and she's urged me to write something about it afterwards called Inside Oscar, or Is Bel Air Burning? And I'm seriously toying with the idea, because it is outrageous what goes on.
I was watching some of these film clips this afternoon, which is nostalgia time, because a lot of the people are no longer around. When is this first film clip of this Oscar?
Well,
I guess late 30s or something like that.
Well, no, this is sort of taken and
it's a montage of lots of different years?
Just took a piece of music and you sort of see a capsule version of all of the awards since 1927.
All right, watch the monitors in the studio and see how many of these people you can or cannot recognize. This is fascinating. Some of those people in the early clips look like absolute kids, didn't they? But now you're talking about from back in the early 30s.
That's from 1927.
From 1927, some of those? Fascinating. All right, we're going to do this. Then we've got a couple of small little goofs, nothing monumental, but
Jim's
the things
one
that
of them, you know.
I am.
Jim isn't one of those. Yeah, that's
yes,
right. You are.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, or something. We'll show you that right after this. But he's fully dressed.
For Helen Keller, greatness began quietly as the breeze in the honeysuckle of her Alabama birthplace. But her fame was worldwide, and when Sears painted her home, they gave their best, easy living paint. Sears' first flat-finish wall and woodwork latex that cleans like enamel. In every room, ordinary household dirt won't penetrate Easy Living Paint's tough surface, which makes even this much-visited home easier to clean. Sears Easy Living Paint for great American homes like yours.
This is one time when you want things to be perfect. Hormel makes Cure 81 hams only one way, dependable. You made everything just so we made Cure 81 lean and tender. Everyone's counting on you to make the day. You can count on Cure 81 to be flavorful. Each Cure 81 earns its registration number by passing 17 Hormel inspections. You earn the praise each time you serve it. Dependable Cure 81 hams.
Now we have for you some little film clips which will run fairly close together here. They're kind of self-explanatory. These are the little things that happen.
The little boo-boos that
give a
happen.
little life and spirit to these functions. Watch the monitor. See, this is live television when you do these things, and that's what makes these shows, half of them, are the things that do happen, and you can't cut out of the tape, and there they are for all time. We have another one here. I don't know which this one is.
This is a case of a presenter not being there, also two people accepting.
One here of the complete wrong category. Is this?
I'm not sure what's going on now.
We'll go ahead and roll it and we'll find out.
I think this is presenter doesn't show up.
Yeah, this could be Steve Allen and Jane Meadows as the presenters, or... All right, I guess we ran out of time. We can't show the other one. We had the one more. I can tell you that Sammy was up reading the best song and went through all the nominees and said the winner is so-and-so for Tom Jones. And he hadn't even mentioned Tom Jones. Somebody had given him the wrong envelope. It was a complete wrong category.
It's the only time in the history of the Oscars ever, and it happened to happen to Sammy Davis.
And there's not much you can
and
do
he
about
says,
it.
Wait till the NAACP.
Right. Then he pulled back. Has anybody ever come up and... Didn't somebody take a fall one year?
Yeah, well, we have a whole bunch of film that... I'm only showing you little pieces here, but in the opening of the show, we have people going the wrong way, stumbling, falling, whatever.
They always tell them usually before the show, or at least they do on the Emmys. Now, when you receive the award, you exit to your right. You got that. Now, here are these people, all professional entertainers. You leave the stage from your right. They come up and grab the award and walk right into the curtain, or they go off to the left, or they go back to their seat. Doesn't seem to make any difference how many times you...
I love it because sound men, you know, we have the best equipment in the world in Hollywood. Sound men don't believe that the mic works. They all bend over to talk. Thank you very much. You would think those people of all would know that those mics are hot and will work.
It's due, but they always kind of lean into them, don't they? All right, we'll be right back.
Legs introduces sheer energy, our completely new pantyhose with all-day massage.
When you're walking, they're massaging sheer energy.
Make your legs feel more energetic. Our new spring knit yarn is so springy, it massages all the way up your legs.
When you're dancing,
they're refreshing.
Sheer energy.
$2.99 at the Legs Boutique.
This is General Electric's king-size toaster oven. It's more than just a toaster. It lets you do a lot of things fast, like automatically toasting 4 slices of bread in less than 2.5 minutes, or top browning 4 cheese sandwiches, or 35 party snacks, like baking 6 potatoes, or eggplant parmesan, or a frozen dinner. The toaster oven from General Electric. In king size or regular, it's more than just a toaster, and it's fast.
Well, as usual, Jack, I suppose, frankly, everybody in the country will be watching as they usually do. The Oscars next Tuesday night. That's April 2nd on NBC, and that's at what time? Well, check your local paper.
We start early in the morning rehearsing.
And if you don't have a local paper,
That's
phone
rehearsed?
somebody.
It really is rehearsed.
Just the numbers, and they put out in the audience, they put names of where people are going to be sitting. It's weird to look out at an empty theater, except you
see these names on them?
Right. Jimmy Stewart over there and Paul Newman over there.
Good. Look forward to seeing it. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, James. Thank you, Suzanne. Tomorrow night, are these the people coming up this week, or not in any particular order?
You have 2 slides.
Oh, tomorrow night, George Papard, Leslie Uggams, Richard Lewis, and Dr. Lennon Smith. And coming up, we have Carl Reiner, Joanna Cassidy, Orson Bean, Roger Moore, Bob Hope, Roy Clark, Rich Little. Thank you.